Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 2014 International. Flight MH370 takes off. March 8, 2014. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m. local time. It was bound for Beijing, China. Aircraft Boeing 777-200ER. Passengers and crew 239 people. Flight duration scheduled for 5 hours, 34 minutes. Everything seemed normal. The pilots communicated with air traffic control, and the plane ascended to 35,000 feet. At 1:19 a.m., Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah made his final transmission. "Good night, Malaysia 370. It was the last thing anyone would hear from the flight. The disappearance. 1:21 a.m. MH370 vanishes from radar screens. While flying over the South China Sea. No distress signal, no emergency call. Transponder stops transmitting. Air traffic control attempts to contact the plane, no response. The aircraft was never seen again. Search begins. Malaysia Airlines declared MH370 missing by 7:24 a.m. Initial assumption, a possible crash in the South China Sea. Search operation launched by Malaysia, Vietnam and China. No wreckage, no debris, no signals found. Then, something shocking was discovered. Military radar detection. Investigators checked military radar data. They found, after disappearing from civilian radar, MH370 turned sharply westward. It flew across Malaysia's northern coastline, then turned south, flying for hours into the Indian Ocean. This contradicted the original flight path. Someone changed the course. But who was in control? Theories and speculation. One pilot suicide theory. Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, a 53-year-old veteran pilot, came under scrutiny. Flight simulator records at his home showed a planned route into the Indian Ocean. Some suspect he deliberately crashed the plane. He had no history of radical behavior, but personal stress was questioned. Was this a planned act, or a coincidence? 2. Hijacking theory. Could terrorists or hijackers have taken control? No known terrorist groups claimed responsibility. No distress calls or passenger interference reported. Passengers were screened before departure. No suspicious individuals. If this was a hijacking, where was the ransom demand or motive? 3. Mechanical failure theory. Could MH370 have suffered a catastrophic technical failure? Oxygen system failure could have incapacitated the pilots and passengers. The plane might have continued flying on autopilot until it ran out of fuel. No official distress signals were sent. Would a major failure have allowed the plane to continue flying for hours? 4. Says military cover-up theory. Some theorists believe the says military shut down MH370. MH370 was flying toward Dago Garcia, a secretive says military base. Could it have been mistaken for a threat? No official evidence supports this claim. Was this an accidental military incident, or pure speculation? Satellite data analysis. Investigators turned to satellite signals to track the plane's path. Pings from the aircraft were detected by Inmarsat satellites. Signals showed MH370 continued flying for at least 6 hours after disappearing. Final signal placed it deep in the Indian Ocean. This meant MH370 did not crash immediately. It kept flying. Search in the Indian Ocean. March 24, 2014. Malaysia's Prime Minister officially announced that MH370 ended in the Indian Ocean, but no wreckage was found. Massive search operations followed. Over 120,000 square kilometers of ocean floor scanned. Dozens of vessels and aircraft deployed, costing nearly $200 million. For years, nothing was found. Debris discovery. Then, in 2015, a piece of MH370's wing, Flaperon was discovered on Reunion Island. Reunion is 4,000 km away from the suspected crash site. More debris was later found in Mozambique, Madagascar, and Tanzania. All confirmed to be from MH370. This confirmed that the plane crashed, but not why. Final Investigation Report 2018. After 4 years, Malaysia released its final report. Conclusion: the exact cause remains unknown. No conclusive evidence of pilot error or mechanical failure. Plane's disappearance was deliberate, but by whom is uncertain. Flight path was manually altered. MH370 remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time. Unanswered questions. Who changed the flight's course? Why did it fly for hours after disappearing? Why was no distress call sent? Where is the rest of the wreckage? Theories still circulate. Despite the investigation, many still speculate. Was it a controlled suicide mission? Was there a hijacking with unknown motives? Was there a cover-up by a government? No definitive answer exists. The search continues. In 2024, renewed efforts were proposed to search for MH370 again. New technology may help locate more wreckage. Families of the victims still seek closure. 10 years later, Flight MH370 remains missing. It is one of aviation's greatest unsolved mysteries and may never be solved.